What's going on, my Fly family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So we have this reporter that goes by the name of Sabrina that dropped the behind-the-scenes information about Caitlyn Clark at this USA basketball training camp. And the way that she's talking, Caitlyn Clark made this team, fam. She made this.
Literally. This is crazy. I'm under contract. I guess I plan on returning to the sky and continuing to talk to Tyler.
Camp was expected to wrap up with routine handshakes and polished team photos, a clean and predictable ending to days of preparation. Instead, it unraveled into one of the most tense and unforgettable moments in recent basketball history, charged with emotion, pressure, and a sense that something far bigger than a normal camp was unfolding.
Back on the court, super impressed with Caitlyn just being engaged while she was out and getting back to being able to play. It was a combination of like USA players going against USA players and then also USA players going against the scout team, which was just like players from small colleges all across North Carolina sort of helping out with that scout team practice. And, you know, she looked like Caitlyn. The step back three was there, the passes were there. When she was not playing with Aaliyah Boston, some of the bigs didn't know what to do with their passes. There was one time where she passed it to Hamby, and Hamby like brought the ball down. It's like, you can't do that. This is not, you have to keep it up, right? Right up. Just like not expecting where that was coming. But FIBA, naturally, just a lot more physical than other levels of basketball, even more physical than the WNBA. So having to see Caitlyn like go at scout team players who were, you know, instructed to play at a FIBA level of physicality was interesting.
Caitlyn Clark didn't just show up for that final practice. She reshaped the entire conversation. In a single session, she forced everyone in the gym to rethink what power and talent truly look like in women's basketball, shifting the balance and redefining who controls the game when it matters most.
Just pride.
Reese wants nothing to do with this damn Chicago Sky team. She makes it very, very clear at every opportunity. She makes it very clear at every opportunity she does not want to be on this team. She thinks these players stink. She thinks they stink. She thinks she don't think they have a winning culture over there. She don't want to be there at all.
What happened next sent shockwaves through the entire program, catching players, coaches, and executives completely off guard and leaving no one prepared for the consequences that followed.
Erica Hamby had a situation where she got the ball, and I think that's when she got blocked. I think that's what she's talking about. But she got the ball, brought it down, right? Caitlyn Clark is going to put it right where you need it so you can get it and go up with it. That's another level of skill, another level of thinking, another level of I'm thinking 10 steps ahead, right? It's not only getting the ball to the player, it's getting the ball where the player needs it. That's another level of facilitating. That's why we say, man, Caitlyn Clark is the top guard, man. All right, y'all start the conversation in the chat, but I'm just saying, Chelsea Gray is a very entertaining passer. All right, very entertaining. Sometimes her flashiness kind of make her throw the ball away and things of that nature, but Caitlyn Clark knows how to get that thing in tough spots. All right, get it in tough spots and get her teammates open, get it to where the teammate can catch the ball and just pull it in a comfortable style. All that is a part of facilitating, man. All right, so I'm not too surprised that players couldn't necessarily handle it. I'm extremely impressed that she brought up they were playing FIBA physicality.
The setup looked routine enough. Team USA camp had rolled out like any other elite basketball gathering. Structured workouts, controlled scrimmages, everything by the book. Then Caitlyn Clark stepped onto the court, and the atmosphere shifted instantly, not because she demanded attention, but because her presence commanded it. Every possession became more intense. Every pass carried more weight, and every decision mattered more when she had the ball. The first ripple effect was immediate. Paige Barker sensed the tempo change right away. Floor spacing, open ball movement became crisp and purposeful, and offensive sets flowed smoother whenever Caitlyn orchestrated the action. Players naturally gravitated toward her, and coaches found themselves watching more intently. Something magnetic was happening on that court. Across the gym, however, Angel Reese experienced something entirely different. It wasn't initial frustration. It was something far more unsettling, the feeling of becoming background noise. She was present on the floor in the same drills, with the same opportunities and minutes, yet the basketball seemed to avoid her. Plays developed around others. Offensive rhythm flowed without her impact, and during timeouts or huddles, conversations centered on one person, not through politics or favoritism, but through Caitlyn's pure basketball magnetism. Then came the closed-door scrimmage, a session of pure basketball competition, that flipped everything upside down. Caitlyn and Paige moved in perfect chemistry. Every cut precise, every screen effective, and the ball zipped around as if controlled remotely. Angel pushed harder, attempting to insert herself, but the game moved too fast and too intelligently around her efforts. Each possession highlighted the gap. This wasn't about being benched or removed. It was basketball IQ and tempo creating natural separation. By the final day, the reality was clear. Hierarchy had formed before anyone even needed to speak. Caitlyn wasn't fighting to prove she belonged. She was demonstrating that the system functioned better with her directing traffic. Coaches held quiet sideline discussions, scribbled notes frantically, and Angel understood what was occurring. Frustration leaked into body language. Energy levels dropped, not from lack of skill, but because the gym's gravitational center had shifted. Drills were executed with surgical precision, and Caitlyn ran the offense like a seasoned veteran, calling plays, moving teammates into position, and converting every opportunity. Angel barely touched the ball, not from deliberate exclusion, but because basketball reality had taken over completely. When the final whistle blew, the decision had crystallized in everyone's mind without a single word. Angel left immediately, not in protest, but finished with the situation. The entire gym fell silent. Coaches exchanged concerned looks. Players avoided eye contact, recognizing they had just witnessed something profound. This was more than a player leaving early. It exposed how quickly systems can shift when true talent enters the equation. The same organization that had previously overlooked Caitlyn scrambled to feature her highlights and reshape public messaging. Caitlyn never delivered speeches or bold declarations. Her basketball performance communicated everything. You could doubt her credentials or delay her opportunities. But once she stepped on the court, her impact was undeniable. As Cam concluded, coaches were rattled, players recalculating, and Caitlyn exited as calmly and focused as she had entered, completely unbothered by the chaos around her. This wasn't manufactured drama for headlines. It was basketball, revealing fundamental truths about talent and hierarchy. When real pressure arrives, Caitlyn Clark doesn't chase big moments. Big moments chase her. And this time, that moment changed everything for everyone involved.